us in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get their food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try to make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying to understand my work.
Welcome to the next episode of Give Me My Crown podcast.
Give Me My Crown podcast.
My name is Antonio.
My name is Anson.
And we got our boy Rashaan with us. Rashaan, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people.
What's going on? Rashaan Fitzgerald, Barber extraordinaire, I guess.
Extraordinaire. Homeboy since the third grade for me. How long for you, Tonyo?
Second grade, I think. Second grade, Miss Porter's class. It's been a minute.
Been a minute.
So, I want to bring Sean on the show today to kind of talk about, he is a barber, so kind of talk about the life of a barber, what he goes through, how he got his license as a barber, and kind of what the day-to-day life of a barber is. So tell us kind of what got you into wanting to be a barber.
Okay, so we take it back, like we just took it back to damn Miss Porter class. We taking it back. All right, I mean, so it was more for me, like, just like doing my grandpa's hair, like him just giving him bald haircuts. And then I had AJ, my little test dummy. That's one of my other boys. Y'all know AJ.
Shout out AJ.
Big AJ. Giving him edge ups every now and then. So it was like, hey, make people feel good about themselves. You know, my grandpa loved me to cut his hair. Rest in peace to my grandpa. And even when in his passing, I actually went to the funeral home, cut his hair. So it's just.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. At the funeral home?
At the funeral home, yeah.
Hey,
I walked in there and I'm like, yo, what y'all got my grandpa looking like this? Nah, he can't go out like this. I was like, nah, I'm bringing the clippers back. So we went and did that. And,
hey, no, that was possible.
Right. So did that. And I mean, but it's just that feeling of, you know, making somebody's day better. The haircut. And I mean, I got that joy from an early age, so and that's why I do it.
So kind of what's the process of becoming a barber?
So the process of becoming a barber, I mean, it's pretty simple. Depending on what state you live in, you're going to go through clock man hours. In Virginia, where I got my license at, it's 1,500 hours. Here in the state of North Carolina, it's 1,528. You're going to go to class, barbering school. You're going to learn how to cut, shave. And the biggest thing that a barber can do that a cosmetologist can't do is use a straight razor on clients. So take that course.
Is barber school expensive?
Barber school can be expensive. I mean, we're talking probably somewhere between $15,000 to $20,000 out of your pocket, maybe. Okay. Possible.
Now, can you use GI Bill to pay for that?
You can use the GI Bill if the program accepts the GI Bill. Okay. Some of these programs around here actually don't accept the GI Bill, but their program is actually a reduced rate to go there. I just said it was like $15,000 to $20,000, but they do have some programs that I've heard of as low as like $7,000, I do believe.
So it's kind of school specific. It's not like
it varies. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a state mandated thing.
Right.
Do you just cut hair, or do you do women's hair as well?
So I was just a barber for like the last 8 years, and y'all know the journey now. Y'all been coming down to Paul Mitchell. Y'all been seeing where I've been at. Whole lot of estrogen around there. Yeah, no. Whole lot of women to deal with. Y'all know how it be. So I got these ladies around me. You know, beauty. With beauty, it comes another side to that.
Okay.
You gotta be around.
So what made you go from just barbering into kind of doing women hairstyles also? So
I'm one of those people, if I'm doing something, I want to be the best at it all around. I want to know how to encompass every skill and do it all. Okay. So once I could master giving a proper haircut and making fellas look good, it's like, well, I don't know how to touch this longer hair that I'm seeing on these ladies. Like, how do I get that to look like this? I can't pick these shears up and do anything with it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this. Like, it's a tool that I can't use.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like that. You don't like that.
Yeah.
You sitting there, you like nervous. Like somebody like, hey, can you do a haircut on me? I don't want you to use them clipper things. I like these shears.
Yeah.
Which shears are scissors.
Yeah.
But they're like, I want you to use these things. And you're like, shit, I don't like them. I don't like shears. Look, you have to go see somebody else. I don't want nobody else saying
Yeah.
that. I'm like, no, look, I can take care of it all. So.
Okay, so you want to be as well rounded as possible. You don't want to have to tell anybody no.
Right.
Okay.
So.
And I would imagine there's probably more that you probably expand your income potential by going from just cutting males' hair to also doing certain styles with females.
Right. So we'll say the hair industry in itself is a $5 billion industry a year.
Dang. Is
and
that nationwide?
Nationwide.
Okay.
So, or we say industry wide. So I don't know if that incorporates. I would say worldwide.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go nationwide. Anyway, $5 billion industry. We saying that.
All right.
And a lot of that encompasses women. So women like this color. Women want these cuts. Women want this processing. They want all these different things done to their hair. And you seen your tab on your wife's hair when you didn't win a page.
It's expensive.
Right, it's really expensive. So if I can get it to the point where I get a lady come sit in my chair and she's willing to pay me $600 to $800 to do her hair.
Oh yeah.
Guess what? I ain't nickeling and diming
cutting hair. Yep.
$30, $25 haircuts.
Yep.
I just now got freaking $600 to do this service, and it only took me, 2-3 hours.
Okay.
And I ain't sit here and bust my butt in a barbershop all day and made $250.
I was gonna ask you about that. Like when you do cut hair, do you really do appointments or do you do walk-ins?
So the industry is moving towards definitely doing appointments. Time is money. So nobody wants to waste their time. Nobody wants to sit around and just wait for people to come in.
Yeah.
And then you're waiting on one person to come in and they mess up your whole schedule. They don't come in or they come late and you're like, hey, bro, I was waiting on that money. I turned away certain clients to get this money. And now I got no money from you, and I let two people go.
Yeah.
Like what? Like that makes no sense to me.
I agree.
So it's all going towards appointment based. So now once you make the appointment, they'll usually have a clause in it where they can choose. You can choose to take about 50%, like a deposit. Take about 50% of it if they choose to cancel the service in a window, like say an hour before the service. So. Hey, we're going to take that 50% because, hey, now I was expecting that. Yeah, I was expecting that today, and now I'm not getting it.
Yep.
So it works out better for the barber himself and the clients because now the clients don't have to come in the barbershop and sit there all day like old school barbershop days. Bro, I'm going to go, man. I'm going to be here at 6 a.m., dog. I don't know. I'm going to have a fresh cut sometime today. Look, but I'm going to see you. So I'm going to see you later. So, like, nah, you don't have to do that no more either. So it just works out that it's appointment based.
Okay.
It works that way, but
so with women's hair, I know you said you're a licensed barber, so you got licensed in the state of Virginia. Did that license transfer to North Carolina, or did you have to do more hours in North Carolina, or is it reciprocal from both states?
Okay, so a barbering license, which I had the barber's license in Virginia, I got reciprocity from North Carolina. Okay, so that all I had to do was pay a fee. Okay, I paid the fee and I became a licensed barber here in North Carolina. Now, as far as cosmetology, a whole different aspect of hair. Okay. I had to go to school for it again. So a whole nother set of hours. So now 1,500 hours for cosmetology. So you got to do another 1,500. Cosmetology itself.
So can you also pay for that with the VA or with a GI Bill?
You can pay for it with a GI Bill as long
as the school accepts.
As long as the school will accept.
I'm gonna ask another question. This is a real barber question. All right, so somebody like me, do we get haircuts or do we get shaved? Somebody bald head. Is it a haircut or is it shave?
Okay, so my service for you is called with you got a beard. So
that's right. Let's go.
So I usually call it a bald head haircut.
All right. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. It's a haircut.
Bald head haircut.
I'm going to get that out there for the
haircut.
Okay.
and then a beard
Okay.
trim.
Okay.
Beard trim.
Okay.
Yes, but I will be taking a straight razor to your head if you can accept it and shaving the hair off of your head. But it's
As you
called
can
a
see,
haircut.
my beard ain't good because he ain't cut it today. Just saying.
Yeah, you know.
Just saying. You know.
So-
Hey, you want to check me out? Look, go to my Instagram. Here you go. Shout it out at it's FITZS fresh_fades, and you can come check my Instagram out. Support.
Yeah, he been,
Yes.
Hit the
He
follow
pre-
button.
pretty good. He been cutting hair. Shit, you've been cutting my hair for I don't know how long.
Pretty good. No,
Um,
now, okay.
Here you go.
No,
Here you
I'm
go.
just saying.
Here you go.
Now, when I first started cutting your hair, you could have just said, you know, my boy Sean cut hair. He's starting out. Look, you know, I support him. Like, I'm going to show love. Now you can kind of say, hey, you know, just check his work out. My man good. I would hope. That's what
Yeah,
He
it
good. He got me right for LA. He good. He good.
Yeah, he cut my hair. I try to get a haircut every 2 weeks. It don't really happen like that most of the time. But he do get me right. When we first started off,
we talking reliable clientele.
when we first started off, it did take him
Well,
about an hour and a half. Now he done cut that time in half.
you know,
So he done definitely got a whole lot faster, a whole lot more efficient, and it still looks good. Actually looks better than it did when he took, the whole hour and a half. But obviously, with anything, repetition comes perfection. And he is a perfectionist, so he will sit there and mess with that line for 20 minutes
Yeah, he
until he
will.
gets it right.
well, dang, that
He
line's
will.
still there. Now. Look, it getting a little hot in here, bro. Look,
Let me see.
look,
LA,
it's a
right?
little hot, man. Look, let me turn this fan on, bro. Look, I'm gonna get that line.
Look,
And-
we were going to LA. I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. He like, nah. You ain't good. Let me get you right.
Yeah, for me, it was like when we was going to LA, he was like, all right, I'm going to give you, even Vegas, all right, I'm going to give you that Vegas cut. All right, I'm going to give you that LA cut.
You know, you gotta hype yourself sometimes. You know, keep yourself
So,
going in this industry.
so also, I know now you say you go to school for cosmetology. Are you allowed to work in a barbershop while you go to school? And do you, if that's the case, or do you just do everything from the school, or do you do half and half, or what do you do?
Yeah, so time permitting, I can work in a shop if I needed to or wanted to. And man, you the feds, dog. Look, why you want to know? Look, I do make some extra income. I wouldn't say I make a whole lot. I do report most of the things that I do make to the United States government. Yes. We go about it the legal way. All right, legal way, baby.
No, my main question
Throw it out.
is
All
while
right.
you're in school, are you allowed to do?
But yes, we are allowed
Okay.
to actually go.
Okay, so when you finish your cosmetology hours, do you plan to go work in just a barbershop, or do you plan to work somewhere where you could pretty much encompass all your skills
Okay, so,
in one?
Well, this would be a good time to give a shout out to them AKAs. I was talking about Happy Founders Day, AKAs.
Okay.
I was actually talking to one of my friends about it earlier today, about the potential of having my own business. So she is on a journey of opening 2 different businesses.
Time out.
What's
Time
up?
out. Time out.
What's up?
Last time you cut my hair, you was talking to us about going into business.
No.
Oh.
It's not about going into business with her. It's about her having her business,
Okay.
and then me potentially having my own business
Okay,
as well.
okay.
I mean, don't worry. When I need the investors now and I want the bread, I want you to have that same energy. I'm gonna say, roll the tape. Look, roll the tape. He was excited. Look, let's go back on camera. I'm
just saying.
gonna say my boy Anson was like, look, brother, we was going into business together.
We was talking about mobile barbershop.
Okay,
back.
hey, that's
know?
what I'm talking about.
All right.
So I was talking to her because she's opening 2 businesses. She got her business plan together, and so actually my plan is to possibly more sooner than later get into that mobile barbering service that we're talking about. So I'm gonna sit down with her, write out a business plan, and see if we can get that into motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the let's say you're done with school. What's the average day to day of a barber?
Okay, average day to day is hustle. Make that money. Like, yo, get people in that chair, get them out. You know, them hour and a half haircuts that I was doing. Look, we want to be a little more efficient than that. Look, we want to be about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. But we want clients in the chair. Now, if you ain't behind the chair making money, you need to find some other way to make money. So it's a grind. It's a hustle. Making that money.
Now, as a barber, are you an employee or are you hired as a contractor when you go work for a barbershop?
So that all depends on where you're working, who you're working for, what situation you choose to put yourself in. Okay. You can pay booth rent. Booth rent, you're considered a contractor. That means you are your own boss, but you're contracting.
But you got to pay that rent.
Right. You're going to pay that rent. You could work in a commission shop where you know that this business is going to have clientele. Okay. So their clientele is coming to you. So now this business wants a certain percentage of money, certain percentage of your money that's coming in, and they're going to give you a certain percentage back.
Okay. Which one would you prefer?
Yeah.
Booth rent.
Let me give you the third one first.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then you can work as a hourly employee where no matter how much you put in, out, put out. You just gonna make that hourly rate. Which who wants to do that? Nobody.
Yeah. Nah.
They usually throw a little bit of commission on top of that. So if you are churning it in and out, they'll find some way to give you a little extra. Okay. But nobody does it.
So which one would you prefer?
It all depends on if I'm new to the industry and I know I don't have any clientele, I'm gonna go for possibly a commission because, hey, I need some people in my chair. Look, if I ain't cutting nothing, I ain't getting nothing at all.
Good point.
Right. But if I've been around a little while, got a little following, I know I got some consistent people coming in and I know that I can get some word of mouth going, I'm going to go ahead and go for that booth rent because once I done paid that $200 to $250 in booth rent for that week, all the rest of that bread is mine. Okay.
So it's that's standard, like $250, $200 a week?
Charlotte area, you can go from anywhere from, we talking west side?
Yeah.
You're talking about maybe like 100 or 125. Okay. And then, upper echelon places, you could be paying somewhere closer to 300 a week.
Now, we're kind of staying on that same topic. Say you are a contractor, but you work under a barbershop. You work in a barbershop as a contractor. Are you able to brand yourself, or do you have to brand yourself as the name of that barbershop?
Okay, so if I'm a contractor working for myself, I have the ability to brand myself as the person I am, which if I'm Fitz Fresh Fades, that's my LLC. Yeah. That's me, my representation on Instagram. That's how I represent myself. I can do that. And I also, if I wanted to have products, like specifically my products, say if I wanted to wholesale merchandise, I could go ahead and do that as well. We do know that the game it gone. The game gone. It's good talking and all, but we got playoff football on. We don't know what the hell going on. People at home, look, the Giants was whooping on the Minnesota Vikings, and we don't know what's going on. It's the fourth quarter. We got a remote. y'all laughing. I'm looking around. Like, let me check my phone.
Just for you, I'm gonna get up and turn the game on. So I'm gonna do it just for you.
We was supposed to be moving in silence.
And while you doing that, Tony, I'm gonna keep talking to him.
Go ahead.
So, question. Who tips better, men or women?
Who tips better? I'd say you can't really say. It's all depending on the quality of work. Like
I'm talking about for you, man. I know your quality of work as a barber, so I'm saying like.
Okay, well, but right now we're talking.
Got you.
Right now we're talking. I haven't had as many women clients as I've had it with men. Okay. So I would have to go with, I can't say.
So it's hard to make that determination.
I can't make the determination at the moment because I'm still in school for women hair.
Okay.
So, but what I do know from experience is all depending on your quality and what that person is looking for. If they're looking for efficiency and they're like, yo, man, look, this lunch break, bruh. Look, man, I really need this cut, man. But you gotta hurry up, man. I can't be late. And then you sit up there and you give them that hour and a half cut. They can be like, brother, I ain't gonna have no damn job. Why would I tip you? So that would be a problem. But then you got the people who actually just care about having a good quality haircut. And if you done sat there and you jacked up their haircut, you ain't gonna get no tip. But if you give them a good quality haircut, hey, you gonna get compensated. But you never know, and you gotta watch your clients also when it comes to that. You never know what somebody's going through as well. You gotta, it's a human business. Like, and people are people, and you gotta be able to read your clients.
But how you know they ain't getting over on you though?
Well, no. So the thing about having to get to know your people, know who you dealing with is you never know when life hits. Like, we went through a pandemic, all this stuff. So when you sitting there and you got a person who comes in all the time and they always give you that good tip, like $10, $10, $20. But now they've been coming in for the last month and a half, 2 months, and it's been, man, thank you for the cut. I got you next time, or man, I wish I could too. Like, okay, they going through something. You don't want to be like, oh, bro, look, oh, you ain't tipping no more. Like, no, you like, oh, okay, I understand. Even you might want to help them out or something, or even have that conversation. Hey, you good? Look, hey, you need me to, possibly spot your haircut. Okay. Hey, come see me next week. Hey, it's gonna be on me. You gotta be able to read your people.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, and I do think it is important that, because some people feel if you got friends or whoever in that industry, they should give discounts. They should do all of that. I heard the So I definitely believe in, if you have somebody or if you have a friend in a business that's offering a service, you pay that full service.
Yes.
Because for one, that's how they make their living. Even with Rashaan cut my hair, we've been knowing each other for almost 30 years. I've never asked Rashaan, hey, you gonna give me a discount? You gonna give me half off? I pay whatever I'm supposed to pay. Plus I still give a tip every single time I go, because I don't want I don't want to be that person that's, because if he's cutting my hair, that could be somebody else's hair he's cutting who's going to pay full price plus give a tip. So I want to be in that position where I'm paying full price plus I'm giving that tip that I'm supposed to get. I don't want to say, hey, we've been boys forever. You gonna give me that? You'll give me that 50% off. Do you get that often?
Yeah, don't be that friend. I would say, who your friends, who your day ones is. You know who those people are. They definitely ain't gonna ask for a discount nowadays. Right. With social media and this stuff put out here, people know how to support a business most of the time. Or at least if you don't, you just kind of you naive. I mean, really. But no, I do appreciate that you do show up all the time, and you have never asked for a discount. Now all you gotta do is get you to showing up every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't asking for not much more. Just maybe you might show up every 2 weeks. But that's definitely something you shouldn't do. Definitely, and always what I feel with that as well is, no matter what kind of business your buddy has, you should show some kind of support. It don't have to be monetary. I mean, a shout out. Hey, social media goes a long way. Like, hey, I got this cut today. Yo, my boy hooked me up. I appreciate it. Look, you didn't even tip me today, but guess what? You showed that support there. Hey, you showed that the cut was fire. Appreciate it. Like,
I was gonna ask you your marketing strategy. How is that, like, word of mouth, or was it social media? Well,
so word of mouth is always the best. Okay, it's hands down the best. But social media is gonna get you there as well. You just got to know when to post, what to post, make it appropriate for everyone. I mean, I'm going to say it. Watch all the profanity and all that stuff, even though I'm going to say I'm guilty. Look, you hear it? Yeah, I mean, I'm guilty. I got some profanity in some of my stuff online. But, I mean, you just got to watch it. you got to make sure it appeals to everybody, you know.
Okay.
And then you want to have, in my industry, I mean, I want to show that my diversity in clientele, that I can do straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, long, short. So I'm going to put out all of this I'm going to put all this in my pictures to make sure that you can see all these different styles. So right now I'm starting to focus on putting more women's styles on there. And I'm updating my portfolio of fades and stuff as well, but it's definitely more women's styles because I'm moving towards that side of work. And now what I'm really about to start focusing on the most when it comes to my craft is cuts and color. Okay. So now I'm going to be starting putting more color on there when I start doing color more often. And that's where I'm going to from there.
Okay.
But
another question you think of any?
Man, I don't know, man. He gave us a whole lot today, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a whole lot more to it than what he gave us.
I know.
Because I obviously with any business, I feel like you kind of just scratching the surface. And I feel like he could sit down for hours and talk to us about barbering, about cosmetology, pretty much about all this stuff.
Yeah.
One thing he forgot to do though, he's supposed to shout somebody out on the podcast.
Yeah, you told us you was gonna shout somebody out.
Oh shoot!
Your daughter.
Your daughter, man, she doing good in school.
Okay. Well, I was like, wait a minute, I already shouted the AKA. You know? I was joking about anything else, but yeah, definitely. You know, got to shout out K-Bug, AKA Kaylin Fitzgerald. She's doing well in school. She just got identified as gifted. So I'm proud of her. She's a 4th grader. She's doing more advanced work in school. So definitely proud of my little girl. That's my heart right there. You know, I'm shielding my heart from all these other women because, you know, baby girl, she got it all right now. You
That's
know?
what he say.
That's what I am. She got it all. So, but yeah. No, definitely got to shout my baby girl out.
Yeah, he definitely a family. We all family men, so we all very, very, very tight family. We all, like I said, we all been knowing each other pretty much almost our whole lives.
Yeah.
And we all close. We all know each other's kids, wives, families. Rashaan ain't got no wife, but we know his kids.
Mention I had a wife. I had.
We ain't got to do all that. We ain't got to do all that.
Shit happens. You know,
we got to do all that.
But
He's talking about curve family.
Shit is who it happens to. You know?
That's true. That's
true. You got sometimes.
We also once again want to shout out Ray-Bans for our definitely for our intro and our outro song. I believe he has a CD coming out soon.
Yep.
He has an album coming out, so definitely look out for that. Ray-Bans, RA3 Bands, BANDZ, and also shout out
my sister-in-law.
Your sister-in-law.
Oh, yo, you can't forget about Virtuous Designs. You know, she's growing every day, so check her out. You know, we got the logo on there. She'll do yours just the same, man.
And also, if you want some merch, don't forget, we offer the merch. We can do hoodies, shirts, hats. Let us know what you want. And also, if you want a haircut, Fitz Fresh Fades.
Check him out
on Instagram.
He keep you fresh.
Yes, you want his number, hit us up. We'll get all his information to you. And you know one more thing we got to do.
We got to do it.
So as we always say, this is more than a podcast. We handing out crayons.
We handing out crayons, and today my boy gets a crayon.
Hand them out.
Hand them out.
Appreciate it.
Who the lover, who the hate? Who the realest in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get they food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try to make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying to understand